Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Jackie here and
Steph here.
And of course the dogs.
Oops.
Oh, come on Toodles.
Toodles.
Toodles, my little baby girl. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't come last night with the Walking Dead recap, but after it and the Talking Dead were off, I was hurting so bad I just went ahead and laid down. So I'm doing it first thing this morning. Well, not first thing, but first thing for me anyways. I'd like to remind you to please subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload future videos. Comment, like, share, all that stuff. It's all greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay, so here we go. This is Season 8, Episode 3, The Walking Dead. So, what about that? It looked like King Ezekiel had been ambushed at the very beginning.
I loved it.
But it turned out that it wasn't an ambush. It was a setup to get all the hilltop or the Savior people to come out. And then the rest of King Ezekiel's people, along with Carol, were behind him in the woods. And they just mowed him down.
I mean, when I saw the trailers all week long, I'm going, oh my God, what's happening to our crew?
Absolutely. It looked like, because they had their hands in the air like they were giving up.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I would have paid attention, that, Carol wasn't there, Jerry wasn't there, like, dang, but the trailer had me.
Yeah, it had me hooked too. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Morales, who was from the camp from season 1, when Daryl and Rick were in the one of the Savior's outposts looking for the guns. He snuck up on Rick, and they had a big long conversation and everything, and he was gonna kill Rick, and Dwight snuck up behind him because not Dwight, Daryl, because Daryl and Rick had separated and were inspecting different aspects of the building. And Daryl snuck up on him and shot him with an arrow and killed him.
Yeah, but he did it with not a flinch, okay?
Absolutely.
He just did it. He just like, you're in my way? Bang, you're dead.
I know Daryl is becoming a little darker this season. He's always been the kind that he didn't give a shit, about what happened.
Well, that's what he's given the impression of. But that man has a heart.
Oh, I know that he has a heart, without a doubt. I mean, look how much guilt he carries over Glenn.
But go back further than that. He was the one that was dedicated to finding Sophie.
Absolutely, he was the one.
His hunt for Beth.
Yes.
And how much that broke his heart when she was murdered.
Yep.
I mean, like, come on.
He does have a heart. There's no doubt about it. He's very caring about his group, but he's just becoming a little bit more, maybe a little bit more edgy is the word I want to use.
Sure what
but
it's for him.
But it seems like they're taking him in a little bit different direction
this season. If you jump forward to Talking Dead, he says he's going to have a confrontation with one of his buds.
Oh, does it mean him and Rick are fixing to go?
Like Rick seems to be coming out of that, I got to kill you or else, and Daryl seems to be jumping into it.
Oh, absolutely. So we'll have to see where that goes.
Because look at what happened with Jesus and...
Oh, I know. Morgan turned on Jesus there after the people, the Saviors that they had gathered, and they were walking down the street with them, down the road, had them all tied up. And then the walkers came rolling down the hill, and they had to stop and take care of all the walkers. And 8 or 10...
Morgan goes chasing after 10 of them.
After 10 of them that kind of tried to run away. And he wanted to kill every one of them. And Jesus is like, no, we can't do that. We're not like that. And Jesus and Morgan get into a big fight.
Yeah, but Jesus got some wicked skills.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Oh, my God.
But now, if you remember on, I guess it must have been season 6 when Jesus first made an appearance. And he ran into Rick and Daryl, and
he was crafty, yeah. And he was crafty at getting out of ropes and things like that.
Absolutely. But one of them asked him, "Oh, what are you going to do? You got ninja skills or something?" Remember that?
Yeah,
and it turns out
he does.
Jesus got ninja skills. So they're at blows, and finally Jesus gets the better of Morgan, and then he says, is it over now? And then he goes and gives Morgan his stick back, and Morgan just takes it, and he's got it pointed right
He's got it like an inch from his throat.
And
I thought he was dead at first.
Absolutely. And then it's like he finally, Morgan pops too, and he says, I'm not right. I know I'm not right. I can't do this anymore. And he goes off by himself in the woods.
So has he abandoned the group?
No, I don't think so.
Morgan has been there, he's gone. He's been there, he's gone.
Right.
Like, what's his mindset right now? Has he gone back to his gotta clear stage again?
I who knows, but that's just something we're going to have to see next week or week after. And I'm still upset because from the first episode, we still don't know what's going on with Morgan and Father Gabriel. I mean, they showed at the very end.
I got my shit kicking pants on. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, really. Everybody needs their shit kicking pants. Okay, and then how about Aaron and Erik's?
Oh, I cried.
Oh, I know.
That was just so touching seeing the way they did it. I mean, like, if you compare it to the comic book thing where that shot happens and Erik is dead instantaneously, to the way Scott Gimble and them did it in the show, I mean, that was just so touching. And to bring part of their past back into play, to say, yeah, this is who we are.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was just so touching.
And
the way they ended it, showing Erik walking off as a walker.
And Aaron was going to go after him to dispatch him, so he wasn't a walker. And the other guy came up and told him, he said, look, that's not him anymore.
No.
And it's true. It wasn't Erik anymore.
And you don't want to do that. You don't want to live with that last image like that, like it's not him anymore.
Yeah, that's not good.
What do you think's going to happen between him and that little baby? He just seems
how about that?
Touched by it.
How about that little baby? Because when Rick and Daryl were in the outpost, and Rick had come across the little baby, and it had Gracie written above the above the baby bed, and then at the very end, Rick comes walking out with that baby, and Aaron says, that him and Erik were gonna, when it was over, we're gonna go back to Maggie's anyways and let them know what
the size was. Yeah.
Yeah, and said he would take the baby, and it's an almost instantaneous replacement of love for Erik. He still loves Erik. He always will. Yeah. But it's now he's got something else to focus on all of a sudden.
And it's like, is it going to become an obsession?
Absolutely. And what part is this baby going to play in future?
Like we've got little Judith.
Absolutely.
Who's, growing and, So, but what role is this? Is this a sign of what the future's coming because Maggie's expecting?
Absolutely.
Is this a sign of the future that there is a chance for life beyond all these walkers?
We can but hope. Okay, so then I always watch The Talking Dead afterwards, and you got to see what they have to say about the show. And I love their in memoriam section when they talk about everybody that died, and they come up with the greatest names for the way the walkers died. So here's what they called them last night. They had the not out of the woods yet saviors that died.
That was the kingdom ambush.
Right. And then we had the snack time is over walkers. That's where a walker was chewing on somebody and one of the good guys shot him so that he couldn't carry on. And then we had I'll tumble for you walkers. That was the walkers rolling down the hill.
Do you know that when they filmed it, they only used 3 stunt people for that, and they just kept redoing it to make it look like 15 or 20 of them coming down?
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Then they had just the head saviors.
That one was cute. That one was cute.
Where it was just the head was all you saw, okay? And then they had the extinguished saviors, where Rick shot the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
So him and Daryl could make an escape because...
But at the same time, while making their escape, they were getting them people right in the head.
They were getting this because they were out of ammo. So that was the only way they could get out of the building. And then... Okay.
The Todd.
Okay, yeah, Todd.
I mean, like, Rick did keep his promise. He didn't kill him.
No, he didn't.
That was all Daryl.
Absolutely.
And it really surprised me, and it's just proof that something has really snapped in
Daryl. He's going, like I said, he's going to the darker side. And I don't mean that he's going to the savior side. I just mean like he's come to the point that whatever it takes to get this job done, I can do it, and we're going to do it and go forward.
Yeah, no feelings. Just get out of my way. You're in my way, bang, you're dead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Then we got to talk about the Kingdom Army ambush at the very, very end. The first one, we thought they were ambushed.
Oh my God. Like, I saw Jerry fall.
Absolutely.
He was in that front line of those 4 or 5 that we saw fall. And was he shot? And did you see Carol off on her own? Like, she sees that sniper up there.
Yes.
She's walking through all that maze of things. I mean, like, what is coming?
Absolutely.
And is this going to make Carol snap?
Who knows?
Remember, she's sitting on an edge.
Absolutely, between not wanting to kill anymore and having to kill.
Yeah, and it's only because of King Ezekiel that she's, okay with things. But what happens now that she's separated from him?
This is true.
Where's Carol's mind at right now?
It's like Tara.
Oh, pretending to kill everybody in the line.
Absolutely. She didn't used to be so. They all got to die, but now they are. It's like some of the major players are switching, and then
Maggie,
and then you got Rick, who's like, well, we don't got to kill everybody. Jesus is like, we don't got to kill everybody, and Tara and Carol and Morgan and Daryl, they just like, everybody got to die. Everybody got to die.
But look at Maggie. She let him back.
Oh, I know. She let Gregory back in. He returned, which when they showed him, I thought, okay, they're going to flip and they're going to let us see what's going on with Negan and Father Gabriel, but they didn't. It just showed him, Jeffrey coming back.
What is it going to cost them having him back?
Absolutely. And what are they going to do with all those saviors that they've got? Jesus
Did
says,
they listen to Jesus and put them in the trailers?
Out back, who knows? Who knows? That's the whole thing about The Walking Dead. You just never know which way they're going to go.
We still got another week of excitement, they said.
Yeah, they said the first 4 weeks were going to be nonstop, so we'll have to wait and see.
I'm sitting on pins and needles.
Oh, aren't we all? Anybody who watches The Walking Dead. And I don't care if you've read all the comics and you think you know what's coming. Don't think that, because, look...
Look how they changed Glenn's storyline. Glenn was supposed to be dead seasons ago.
He was supposed to be dead in the first or second season, and he made it all the way to the beginning of season 7. So yeah, you can't. You just never know. They don't exactly follow it. Okay, everybody, that's our recap of what The Walking Dead was last night. And remember, I do this normally every Sunday night after The Walking Dead and Talking Dead. Again, I apologize. It's late this time. I just was hurting so bad when it was done last night. I just could not even record or bother editing or uploading this. So please forgive me. But every Sunday night after The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead, we'll be here with our recap. And I just want to remind you,
not my circus, not my monkeys.
Have a good day, y'all. Bye.
Bye.